Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Narkis and this is going to be the Let's Play live stream of The Outer Worlds. This will be episode 7, I believe. So yeah, we're just going to click on the continue button. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I've been at work, but I am home. I have played a little bit of Dead by Daylight because the new killer's out and I wanted to try him. He is very, very cool. I didn't think I was going to like him, but I do. I'm not very good at shooting sometimes, but he's good. I might have to stream some of that later on or another day. But yeah, we're going to load this up. We're going to carry on. We're going to go save the man's drugs, apparently. I am trying to find my stream so I can check the sound settings, which I presume are going to be alright. They usually are, but I just want to check, you know. It's always safe to check. But yeah, that is it. That is all I have to say on the matter. Here we go, the stream is now up and running. We will continue in a moment, guys. Just give me 2 seconds. I remember we got the girl to go on a date with the other guy that was selling the monster parts. I remember. Alright, just give me a sec while I check the sound. Alright guys, be right back. Okie dokie, I think we're golden. I think we're good to just carry on. So, what are we doing? Oh yes, we need to go and sort these people out. So,
think they're watching the same serials, following the same crossball?
upstairs somewhere. This lady wants us to...
Look, my back aches and everything smells like fish. I just want to enjoy my beer.
We got locked in a tunnel. Let me out. Let me out. This is not a test. I'm screaming for help. I'm begging for help. Please just let me out. Let me out. Alright, upstairs for this guy. Yeah, upstairs. Where are you? Who are you? I don't know you. Get out of the way. Move! God damn it, table. Oh, you look like you're gonna
New
be
face,
hard
huh?
work.
You from off-world?
A little bit, mate.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an NSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair? Sit a spell and revel with us.
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Probably.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
You do.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay. If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better.
Well, I'll try.
The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true. I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Alright, so let's go talk to the other guy.
Help! Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Wait. Oh, it's there. This is. I got really confused for a second. It's up there. How do I get up there? Maybe through here.
Hi.
Well, I deserved it. I opened it, you know. Oh no, I broke my leg. I have a broken leg because I can't jump, but I can run.
Great work.
I'm not going to blackmail him, but here's the information that you need, alright? Move out of the way, people.
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill.
I do, you're right.
Why don't you grab a chair? Sit a spell and revel with us.
I don't want to. Thanks.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? What? Something happened to our stashed bit carts? But I hid it so careful. No one saw me put the lockbox on my balcony. No one goes up there but me. We must be dealing with some sort of criminal mastermind.
Bollocks.
Well, if we can't afford to skip work, we ain't got no leverage. Space me, but good. I guess you ought to tell Velma we're coming back to work.
Oops. Right, so that's Caleb. Go see Braxton. Go see the Braxton dude. I don't know what that guy was talking about. Going back old bullets. What's this?
Whatever you do, don't make it.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
I'm so sorry.
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Dilated pupils, anxious posture, muscle spasms. She's high on some quality stuff.
Nice.
No! Okay, maybe. Just a little.
No, okay,
Braxton always
maybe.
has a good stash, and I just like to let loose a little. Stop thinking about the marauders and the raptidons outside, you know? Oh, damn. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick, and he had some meds on hand.
She lied to me.
So maybe look for him there?
Okay, thank you.
Poor fella. Hope he's okay. We should hurry, Captain.
I'm trapped in a house. Okay, I'm not anymore. This area is quite big. Quite a lot of story in this part. Hey, it's Moon Man. It's only down here.
Sounds like those old Sundays when we'd unload Saul's tuna shipments to Canada. Am I the only one getting hungry?
I'm going to try and skip some of these monsters. Just because I'm not particularly keen on my guns, if I'm honest. Something's happening in here, isn't it? I mean, why? I love it. I was wondering who was playing that. Oh, sorry, dude.
Visitor? What an unexpected surprise. Please, come in. Come
Thanks.
In my experience, any stranger this friendly either wants to rob and airlock you or sell you something.
in. Nonsense.
Sorry,
Out
guys.
here in the wilderness, we welcome all who come to our door. Now come in, make yourselves comfortable. I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The raptidons and marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner?
I don't want to trust you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Not really.
sorry, I'm not real good with, names. It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip.
I felt like that after my dad passed. Walked around in a haze for weeks. I'm sorry you're feeling that way too.
Other times, it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
No.
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
There's some sort of cannibals.
And who could? Stretch out your hand and cosmic divinity reaches back. Open wide your mouth and the universe provides sustenance. That they do. Though it's up to us to make the most of those opportunities, wouldn't you say?
No, you're a cannibal.
Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
No.
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though. I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers. Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal. He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that.
Some kind of off-brand drug, maybe? Wouldn't be the first or the worst.
They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again.
So they killed him then, obviously.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Think they'll notice if we slip out first?
No.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
I'm gonna look.
Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Nope.
I've seen and made my share of corpses. But this is downright unsettling.
I'm gonna be sick.
And just as I suspected.
I can take a hint.
No, you can't, because every time you say that, you talk louder. What weapon did we just pick up though? That's pretty cool. Ooh, give that to Ellie. $184. Yeah, it's a little bit better than what she's got.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
A little bit, mate. Yeah, a little bit.
Quickly, my dear. He's getting agitated. We can't let the meat spoil.
Don't worry. We'll make this quick.
Cripple left. Well, what are you doing on the floor? Get up. I mean, they're cannibals. They deserve to die. They deserve to die because they were cannibals. Anywho. God damn it. Miracle on the frontier. Deserters forced to return by heroic stranger. Who, me? Ha ha ha. We should be able to get the other science gun now as well, which we just need to kind of finish up here. And jump over, get the science gun. I should have teleported inside. Then we could have got rid of all the loading screens. But now we have them all. 3 of them. 3 loading screens. And 3 moon men. Shut the fuck up about moon men.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space.
Look, it's just Ellie.
Shut the fuck up about moon men.
I'd give
Braxton's
you a friendlier
dead.
welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
No.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need? That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift? That's Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
As you should.
Ease up. I'm running on a chronic shortage of sleep here. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Yep.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. Fair enough. The damn thing's been a headache anyway. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. You knocked any sense into him yet? Sweetest words I've heard all day. Thanks for your help. You've gotten me out of a tight spot here. Take this for your efforts. Honest work deserves honest pay. Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming.
Skimming
yeah,
drugs.
let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts. We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the Saltuna, fat and mostly tumor-free. Or new, I guess.
Yeah. Alright. See you later. I don't like the idea of helping that woman, but whatever, we've done it now. Right, what quest we got here? We don't want to do that. That one.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet?
Yeah.
I keep wondering if it's come in. Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Thanks, man. So kind. Right, we got now. Goods. The goods are secured. On that groundbreaker. Right, yeah, so we'll do the main quest.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
My only issue is, this guy said there was somebody dead somewhere.
Kind of hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
Kinda wanna know what he's on about. But all these doors seem to be locked. Hmm.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Not much I can do for this guy.
We may as well pick up the shit out. Yeah, it's across the way there. It's over here. No. It's the next one.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games.
Not even slightly.
So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No. Wait till H Mammoths. That's a shame. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway. So, what can I do for you? Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Thanks for the tip, my dear.
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
Same thing that goes on in your head.
But they still manage
Freedom.
to keep themselves
Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley.
Not anymore.
Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
Damn.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business. Wait, you're the new sublight partner? Look, I don't want any trouble. You won't see us again, I promise.
Kinda should have killed him though, shouldn't we?
Aha, the helpful stranger I've heard so much about. Here to do business, hmm?
Not really.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
I lied.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
God no, sounds disgusting.
Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this.
I'll have the whiskey.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. Now, I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Apparently so.
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
That's
We've
a
kept
lot.
ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Exactly what I would have said if I'd been paying attention.
I can tell your iconoclast friends have left their mark on you.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
Good luck with that.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. Allow me to express my thanks at your confidence and assure you that my plan is indeed sufficiently complicated.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
And a Mantisaur problem, and a Marauder problem.
Many, many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
Okay.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush. In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened? I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them eventually.
I don't think you would have, mate.
Of course I would have.
That's
Still,
what I said.
your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Thanks.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. Back then, it was known as Terra 1. As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards.
There's a few of them, like, yeah.
As the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to, but there were others of us who saw an opportunity. the chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. Ah, so you've heard about our prior acquaintance. I suppose you're right. Graham's always had a way with words. Strange as it may seem, I suspect he'd have quite the corporate career if he weren't so radical. Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago. We both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers was untenable. I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize he wanted to abolish the corporate system entirely. Reforms are humane, but they're also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
You tell him.
Like that's what you saw in Edgewater? Come on. People look out for themselves.
That is very true, though.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms. No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else. Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI.
Must have pissed off some real big suits to get stuck with that.
On the contrary, I wrote lots of very important reports on behalf of top MSI officials before I was able to achieve this position. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages. I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything they did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
Okay.
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
If you can't beat them, might as well join them and reach into their pockets.
I guess.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. And being cut off means slow strangulation. I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes. It'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52.
Oh my god, are you going to attack him
My
or something?
hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
But wait, what happens to the folks stuck on the wrong side of dangerous?
Well, I'm afraid the welfare of a few hundred people is too minor a figure into the board's risk assessments. Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way. What can I do for you?
I think I'm good now, thanks. Right. I'll go do that. Oh shit, you leveled up. Right, what do we want to do? Hmm. Let's get some.
It's nothing personal.
I actually pressed the wrong one, but it's fine. What do you want?
You're just not the touchy-feely type.
It's just, you seem fine with the others.
Doesn't say where you have to go.
Make you unhappy with me?
You gotta stop taking things so personal. You're setting yourself up for a letdown.
I'll do this, do the drugs, and then hopefully we're kind of off the planet. And we can move on to other things. Oh, where are we at then? Where are we at? Oh, it's not even that far.
Reminds me of the crew cabin on one of my first ships.
Here they come!
Bash in.
How about that?
Well done, people. Well done. Just like that. Damn. Alright, well done. Use whatever voice you want. I'm golden. I'm not necessarily sure I should have done that, but I don't read it, so it's kind of my own fault for not reading that shit. It's just a bit odd that it wants us to delete stuff, you know? Here we go again on my own, looting shit. What we got? 7. Oh. Didn't realise we had 7. Oh, we got 7 now. 26. It's fine. I don't care. Oh, we've taken care of most of them.
Now the door's locked. Little help?
You got it locked in. How? Oh, okay.
It's easier than it sounds, alright? Next time you get chased by raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions.
I'll do.
Rude? I'll have you know I can go for whole days without a snack. I'll be here if you change your mind, on account of I can't do anything else. Oh hey, you want to help a girl out?
Yeah, I kinda do.
Phew, thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. Sure. Beats not answering questions. Huxley. I'm an iconoclast runner. The iconoclast runner. Fastest we've got. Ain't a raptidon on this void-forsaken hellhole that can catch me. I'm... Sorry. Put me in a tiny room like this and I'm liable to flip. Not keen on
Not so keen on it, not so keen on it.
Oh, that'd be my people. Graham and Zora and Milton, and I really miss them. You gonna let me out of here? I want to get back to Amber Heights.
Hold on.
My buddy locked me in here. I told you that.
I know.
It was for my safekeeping, on account of raptidons wanting to munch on my head. But, I mean, okay, yes, fine. I get myself into sticky situations. It's just part of the life, all right? Sometimes you gotta hide in a trash can so you don't get eaten by monsters. Oh, neither was I. Who'd hide in a trash can? Gross. Probably. I don't know. When I try to read things, my mind gets to wandering about all the things I could be doing instead. Get me out of here!
We got some new gear then.
Phew. Thank you so much. It was
You're welcome.
getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die.
Nah, I got you
now
back.
I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect?
That'll do.
Can do. Thanks a lot, mister.
Alright, we got what we came for. What's that? Oh, do you know what that might mean? That my weapon's damaged? Yep. Alright, so... this one. Ooh, that's pretty far away. I'm encumbered. I don't care, I'll just get rid of it all. Oh, well, I'm not even checking them, but let's get rid of them. Alright, let's find the drugs. Those pigs are weird, man. I need the loo. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. And we're back.
Hey, Kev. Knock, knock.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be...
The start of this music kind of reminds me of Breaking Bad for some reason. See, we did this. We did this. Oh well. Guess we didn't look at everything, that's fine. Yeah, this music reminds me of Breaking Bad, I think. Not all of it, just like parts of it. That bit, I think. Yeah, it is that bit.
Did you find them? Tell me you found my my sprat carriers. Would hate should anything dire have befallen them.
Yeah, I found your shit.
Just tell me straight and don't hold back. I can handle it. Sprats can always be replaced. Excellent. Oh, this is only half! You think you can steal from me? Search Fallbrook. Either half the Sprats got loose on their own, or there'll be some evidence pointing to the soon-to-be-dead Snake who filched my carriers. You want your cut? You get me the rest of my drugs, no matter what it takes.
and get your twitchy whiskers back here. Don't you run out that door. It's a cruel world outside. Close the damn door. Damn it all. Now look what you've done. It'll take me ages to round him up again. State your purpose, or get out of my face, domicile intruder. Missing? Nope.
No, look how you changed.
Mine are all found and accounted for. Thank you kindly. Now, if that'll be all, I've got an animal rescue service to oversee, and it ain't easy. Lots to do. Got a multitude of sprats to spay and feed. Look, I don't care if Nelson sent you or not. You won't be hurting a hair on any of these sprats' heads. I've killed vicious beasts for them. I ain't afraid to take on a human. Back out of this domicile, hands up, or become sprat food, intruder.
Wow.
You want to dig through sprat droppings? Be my guest. Get your drugs, then get lost.
Nice, we're looking through drugs. I mean, in shit. Well, he's better paying me more than he thinks he's paying me. Let's put it that way.
Got the goods? Because I know you wouldn't be wasting my time otherwise. Wink.
Don't wink at me.
You do? I mean, you do! Of course you do! What did I tell you? Sure-fire delivery system. Works almost every time. Right, right. In my excitement, I very nearly forgot.
Did you?
Haha. As promised, your cut, plus a little extra to show my gratitude. Now, if there's nothing else you need from me, I must go inventory my goods.
Alright, so yeah, we're good. Let's go to the map. Go to Stella Bay. Good times had by all. Oh, Blue, don't come in here and move the door. What the hell, dog? Used to be so good at opening doors, just terrible now. If I get up and close the door, he's gonna get up.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Excuse me.
Don't interrupt, it's rude.
Sorry.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach, I don't have a medallion. Shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be up on every damn wrapped outfit. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
friend.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Yeah, all right.
Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
What quest is this then? We'll just do it. Who you fathead, you?
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome gift for you.
Hello, dearie.
Hey,
I
yeah.
don't believe I've seen you before.
No, I'm
With
new.
Sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Thanks.
Quite the bedside manner, lady.
Well, it's so rare I get the pleasure of new company. What can Auntie Abigail do for you? And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits.
Whiskey helps, too.
Please leave medical advice to the professionals. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for? Now, there's no keeping secrets from Auntie Abigail. I'll tease it out of you one way or another. Also, I really do have to enter someone's name for the allotment. After all, I have to keep track of where our little pills wander off to. Indeed. Now, how about you tell Auntie who this pickup's for? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra? Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Don't blame me if I puke on your shoes.
Aren't you a saucy thing? I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience,
Jesus.
dearie. Much as I'd love to, my rheumatism is especially fierce at the moment, and I'm all out of my medicine. But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for? Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
Just give me the goddamn pills.
If so, I would love to know where. Sublight supplies don't come cheap.
I'd hope not. Fleecing's the mark of a real professional.
Believe me, there's nothing I'd love better than to help you. But there's not much I can do. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Right, I'm going upstairs.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. The one upstairs, where we store our medicines. In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment.
That doesn't even make sense then.
Some rather daring substance combinations. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie. Chin up, dearie.
Well, we may as well search the body. It's an optional quest. I mean, why the hell not, right? We may as well do the optional quest and search for the body, even though we could probably just sneak upstairs and take the pills. Give them to that other lady. It's all good. Ain't that far. Killed these things so many times now. Let's go this way. Pow!
Not bad, huh? That's the last of them.
Alright, let's go back. I didn't break my leg. You broke your own leg. Do 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 do. I can hear noises from upstairs.
Hello again, dearie. What can I get you? Such a pity, isn't it? But I suppose it's an important reminder that one can have too much of a good thing. Even cost tolerine.
Obviously.
Hello again, dearie. And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie? Oh, her. It's no. What? Dr. Williams managed the time.
Well, I'm just gonna fucking steal one.
Come to share a secret with Auntie Abigail?
Not really.
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
Says someone who's never had any fun.
Exactly. See, I'm glad someone on your crew's got some sensible, got her head on straight. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
That was fast. I gotta see about stocking some on the ship.
You be careful. The first one's free. After that, they'll offer you gainful employment.
Nope.
Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
I hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you.
Oh, no, no.
He's a liar. Right.
Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of... its dangers and an abundance of fortitude.
Alright, let's go.
Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
You ever been off Monarch, Yoka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted.
She's not been off Monarch yet, man. Spoilers. Spoilers. I know she's already joined the ship though. I got a trophy for it.
Hey, Cap, got a minute?
Yeah?
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
Really?
Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine.
Okay.
Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous. Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, with the family we once were. First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury. Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Alright.
Thanks, Cap.
So... it's not really on the way though, is it? So over here. Fucking fast travel to that bitch. Do not be opening doors, you. Time are we on? Okay. This way. Damn. I'm good.
Wraps. Let's clear the sulfur-sodden fucks out so Hayes can rest in peace.
Done.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him. I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks, and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago. I should have. I really should have.
But no, she didn't.
Soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so. Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through.
Might as well.
Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night.
Maybe not.
Come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
He's up there. Alright. Let's go see Hiram.
The caves back east are safest. We can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
I'll shoot for everything. Let's do it. I think we're golden. We're not golden, there's loads more. Those things are annoying. TV's gonna go off, guys. Not that it'd go off for you lot, just me, you know. Just me. Kill the bitch. She's dying pretty quick, but don't be sorry for killing shit.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Stationing two.
Hey, you! Get over here!
Oh, no.
I always wanted to poke through a high-gain wireless. They only got one on Terra 2, you know. This station's under the protection of the corporate compliance crew.
Ugh.
You a marauder? 'Cause me and my sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering, we don't take kindly to marauders. A coherent enough response, I reckon. Must be true. You're clear, but I would caution you against pressing on ahead. This station's plumb crawling with marauders, you know. I take it you ain't met the other C3s. Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with. You want more details?
Not really.
You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast, by the edge of the mountain. There is nothing I'd enjoy more, but the C3s play it by the book. Usually. Go petition the boss man. Maybe you can convince him to alter my duties. See that path that runs underneath that giant archway? Follow it on down. There's a little station near the cliff. You'll find the rest of my crew there.
Kill them all!
To shreds, you say?
What? Why are you asking? In we go, in we go. Possibly should have talked to the other guys, but whatever. I don't need to do anything. The guy we're looking for is upstairs.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me, face to intercom. I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast. No. We'll deal with information-related business later. As I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life and livelihood at this very moment. The Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I need you to clear out the threat. As my newest contractor,
Obviously.
you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the Broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that. Aside from you. You're here, and you're armed, aren't you? The feed's gone grainy, but it looks like you're packing deadly force. I know Nyoka is, for sure. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate.
Okay.
They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again. Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job. Permanently.
Alright, we'll go and do this then. We like ammo. We got light assault rifle. Alright.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Why did it say to my right? This one, you mean? No, this is the toilet. I thought that was a helmet, but that shows how much I was paying attention. Right, the elevator is where? No, 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 no. Damn. That was his hand. We'll go up in a minute. Nope, you got nothing. You got nothing. No, you actually had something, but... Yeah, did you stand straight back up after you said that? Grab that and that. And this.
That's the last of them, I think.
Right, now we'll go up those stairs. For some reason I shot my gun then, and I didn't mean to. Alright, so, move out of it.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on it.
No.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. My compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system. I would expect nothing less from one of Nyoka's associates.
As usual, I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course.
Of course.
This ought to square our debt. one
No, I want
hefty
more.
payment for a highly valued service rendered.
Well, that's a lot.
I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here? Ah yes, our little chat on the intercom. You're looking for the premier broker for all of Monarch, which you knew was me, clearly. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. It might take me a while this time. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. Luckily, however, the Iconoclasts have now gone silent. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? If you did, then you would have had my impressed gratitude. Still, we need to get MSI off the airwaves. I will leave the means to that particular end under your discretion. Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which, of course, has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Sanjar and MSI to stop transmitting on their end. You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Don't you, mate?
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me. Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to ship, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round 1 of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck. Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will. Not much, admittedly. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history. As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a raptidon of another color. I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information. There are so many members. Do specify. If you try to cite me on this, I will deny, deny, deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared.
Damn.
MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status. Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font. They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know? Sanjar is not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights. Indeed, the information I gather usually is, or it's not worth my time investment, as you can imagine. Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago.
Lost?
You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation.
Well done.
I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership. Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time. Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray. Luckily for you, I am a very... What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price. How low you seemingly regard my trade. Be a doll and shoot any marauders you spot on the way down.
Alright, mate. What planet's that on then? Right, that's not what I wanted to do though, is it? Right. Let's go. There is a little way to leave up here, isn't there? Oh, hello. Yeah, there we go. Fast travel to Stella Bay. Settler Bay, Stella Bay. I didn't see if it had a H or not. It'll be Stella Bay. God. Talk to Sanjay.
Be careful with your new friends in Amber Heights. They're not the most reliable types. Anyway, what can I do for you? You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
Don't care.
Yes, but then you would have known. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Damn.
Apparently not. In charge of a scrap heap of a city, abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that.
Yeah, I thought it did
Thank
some
you
shit.
for that. Was there something else?
Yep.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Strange
Try
boy.
to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our
Damn,
bomb
son.
on the board.
You talk fast.
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea, it's definitely a firm middle finger.
Wow.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to
What?
encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
What?
You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
Yes, that's fine.
Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Go on then. Hold up. What do you want, Blue? What do you want?
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you. You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing.
Just do as you're told.
We need that frequency to reach our trading partners. Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. If we can find proof that one of the companies on the board is also active on Monarch, that'll give me all the leverage I need. You have my word.
Alright, so... we'll go there. I kind of do want to finish this planet before we move. Stop streaming. But I kind of want to stop streaming and have one more go of thingy before I go to bed. Dead by Daylight with a new killer. Such a hard life.
You seen Arthur today?
Nope, I don't even know who Arthur is.
Catherine's great, ain't she? Speaking to my left ear, will you? Right one's damaged. Last we talked, I only caught half of what you said. Well, I'm half listening. Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely. We are friends, but them who push me end up dead. Look, I don't know if this is related, but it ain't escaped my notice that one of my regulars been lingering a little too long at the gambling bar. She's been acting twitchy, even for her. Ask at the bar about a customer who shows up bi-weekly. My staff may know more. Funny, you don't look like Nelson Mason. Funnier still, I wasn't aware of an existing problem. That Thunderhead. Can't hardly fathom how that panned out. Let me guess. It involved blood and guts and fur in places that don't merit mention. Well, you got my begrudging gratitude for cleaning the mess.
I don't serve your kind. Usually.
Fuck
What's your
you.
order? Let me think back. Yeah, I got a regular who's been twitchier than normal lately. Every time she bets, she loses big. Then she pounds a mountain of daiquiris upstairs. You ought to ask Yvonne. She'd know Ms. Twitchy better than me.
You look parched. Have a seat, stranger.
No thanks.
So, what's your story? Oh, that does ring a bell. I remember one lady. She never penned a name in the book. Her friend Huxley placed the collateral for her. Huxley's with the Iconoclasts. Know of her? She's not quite all there. Does give her trouble from time to time. Once she got stuck in the bathroom, had to break a window to get out. Anywho, she's probably in Amber Heights with the rest of Graham's iconoclast folks.
Alright. Yeah, not we're in for, but we'll go out here and we'll investigate the site. And then we'll go to the iconoclast, talk to Huxley, I guess. But I also guess we'll do that tomorrow or the next time I stream. If anybody's enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment or a subscription or all of the above. That would be fantastic. Any feedback on how I can improve this stream would be amazing. How to get more views and stuff, that would be amazing too. I'd like to catch you all in the next video. Get off my cup. But yeah, my name is Narkis and this has been the Let's Play live stream of The Outer Worlds episode 7. Catch you all later guys. Bye.